All right. Hello there. Welcome to the very first bonus episode of the How to Market Your Horse Business podcast. We are celebrating the 1-year anniversary with my husband, Daniel, joining us on the podcast. So it's just super fun, lighthearted, ask me anything kind of thing. So I thought it would just be fun for you guys to get a kind of sneak peek and just maybe learn a little bit more about the person behind the microphone. So without further ado, here is my husband, Daniel.
What's up, everybody? Obviously, you can tell I'm not a horse person since I said what's up instead of howdy.
Not every horse person says howdy.
Where I come from, they do.
All right. So you have some questions?
Yes. So 1 year, how does it feel to be 1 year doing podcasts?
It's fun. It has been so fun. I'm excited for what's ahead. I have made so many friends and connections through the podcast. And so it feels like it went by quickly, but with a lot of blood, sweat, and tears mixed in.
Yep. That's good. What do you think is like the number one question you get from somebody that just heard your podcast and is interested in marketing but doesn't know where to start? Like, what is the number one question you get?
Oh, that's a good question because that was actually my very first podcast episode. And truly, these questions are not seeded. But the very first episode I did was websites versus social media. And when it comes to marketing, that is the big question I regularly get is, I have social media. Do I really need a website? Is a website really necessary these days because of Facebook and whatnot? So that's the big question. And if you want the answer, go listen to episode number 1.
So when I met you, well, let's go back a little bit. We've been married 16 years. Mm-hmm. And when we first met in the beach of Mexico, your dream was to be a CEO of a big company. Which I always knew you were from a small town, obviously. But when did that change to have a ranch?
Let's back up. What does being from a small town have anything to do with wanting to be a CEO of a big company?
I knew you had horse background, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Your lifestyle was in a farm.
It's not corporate.
Exactly. It's not corporate America. So when did that shift? When did that goal or that aspiration change?
You know what? I don't think it has. It has changed in the way that it looks. I think that the Lord planted a seed that I didn't know what was going to happen. And now I get to be the CEO of my own business. And hopefully, of Storm Lily Ranch, I'll be the director of that. So I thought about that this past year. And I thought, you know what? I'm doing something that I enjoy and I love. And I don't have a longing to do that CEO corporate thing anymore. But I think it was it happened over time. But just the Lord kind of changing my direction and just lighting a fire inside of me for some other things.
Cool.
Awesome transition.
If any of you out there want to have an interviewer, you can reach me at Denise@stormlily.com.
Yeah.
For my services. They're free right now, as you can tell. Where do you see Storm Lily going in the next year, in the next 365 days, the next 3 years, 5 years? I know you're very goal-oriented, unlike myself, who's just day by day.
Who didn't have any questions ready until we sat down. There's still no questions. They're just all coming from the hip. Yep, I'm the planner, which actually, side note, when this week's podcast episode, I said that I was going to be bringing you on the podcast, and I listened back to it, and I said, I'm going to give him a little bit of free reign, which as I listen back, I'm like, well, there's our relationship in a nutshell. I'm trying to learn, let go of control. All right, back to the question. Okay, future. So in the next year, well, right now I'm actually launching my monthly coaching program again. So actually, as of today, October 1, when this publishes, the doors are open. And so that's something that I did not expect to be doing, but has gone really well in the past 6 months. And so I'm excited to welcome more people in. So in the next year, I really want to grow that so that I can offer more value, provide more education, give horse business owners a place to connect and learn from one another. So I want to grow that, continue to do the podcast, and continue to do the one-on-one work that I'm doing with the website clients and content and copywriting, email marketing, those types of things. So I want to continue doing that, do a little bit more of that. 3 to 5 years, if I get my way, and well, it depends on where we live, if we have land and horses or not. But I definitely have, my heart's desire is to open Storm Lily Ranch. And I don't know exactly what or how that will look. But I am just trusting God for those details. And so my hope is that in the next 3 years or so, that those details will start to come together. And then I'll have some more clarity on that. But it will be a place for people to experience hope and healing through horses and Jesus, because I think the healing comes through him, but he definitely uses horses as a tool. And so especially for at-risk youth and victims of human trafficking, I would love to provide that avenue for people that wouldn't otherwise have access.
That sounds far, far, far away from now. To me, those like that's why I don't make goals, because it's like, man, that seems like
3 years seems really far.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it'll be here before you know it.
Our plans for Saturday hang out with friends seem so far away to me, and it's just like less than 48 hours. And it's like, okay. So let's get into Denise. Now, so we talked a little about your business. Who is Denise? Like, if people were to describe Denise, what would you like them to do?
Oh my gosh. That's
like, if your
hard.
friends described you, what would you like them to say? Or
What
what would you hope for them to say? Denise is what?
Goodness gracious. I mean, kindness is a really big thing to me. So I would hope that they would say kind. Boy, that's so hard. Honestly, ultimately, at the end of the day, what I'm striving for is people to have a feeling of God's character, and that's striving. So I'm not there, but that's what I would hope. That's what I want, is those characters. So kindness is a big one. Cheerleader, I love to cheer people on. That's one of the things I love about the coaching program, is I get to just cheer people on as they're doing what they want to do and doing what they love. Servant, I love to serve and help people, which is why I enjoy the business that I have, because I get to serve and help people that way. I'm not the one that they're going to leave and say, she was the most fun, loud person in the room.
That's me.
Because I married that one. So, yeah.
100% that's me. What are your hobbies? Outside of talking to people all day about their website and how to make it better, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, like most horse people, horses are the hobby. That's what everybody's listening is going to understand.
Some horse people like to shoot guns, but that's not what you like to do.
Some do, yeah. But because I don't have horses in our backyard, like, that's what I would love to do for fun. Like, if we want to go out to my parents and play with the horses, you know. And then my kids, we have 2 kids that take up a large stretch of the time and free time. And I enjoy doing that. I enjoy hanging out with my friends. We used to be able to say we enjoy working out together, and that needs to happen again. But I can't really claim in honesty that that's a hobby that I have right now.
Yeah.
I do enjoy reading. I do like to read, but I don't get to do it that much.
Yeah. Different hobbies that we have. I like to just sit on the couch, watch TV.
I don't think that's a hobby, but
That's a hobby. I mean, you can't do it.
Yeah, definitely not that. Outside. Be outside. Anything.
I enjoy being outside. If it's playing a sport, just sitting around, no fun. So what do you think is the one lesson you would like everybody to know about marketing? The one thing that people this should be your baseline, or this should be your foundation to start your marketing on whatever you're doing, whether your social media or your website. What should be your baseline? What should you start off with?
Think about your customer. Know who they are. Know who it is that you're talking to. Know what they like and dislike. Know what their problem is that you're solving. Know everything you can about your customer. And then that needs to feed into your marketing. So, like with the social media stuff that I talk about on my Social Stride coaching program, it's creating content that engages with your customer. You're not creating it for yourself. You're not creating it to talk about you. You're creating it to serve your audience. And as you do that, you're going to build that relationship. And then that's going to ultimately give you a customer that is your ideal customer. So it all comes back to the customer and serving them well and knowing who they are.
Do you have any tattoos?
So random. No, I don't have any tattoos.
Well, you get a
And
horse tattoo.
I non-committal. There's nothing that I would be able to commit to that I would want forever on me.
My name?
No. Mm-mm. No, I know some people do that on their ring finger. I think that's kind of cool, but that's okay. I have a wedding ring.
Any crazy piercings?
No, and even my ear piercings have started to grow back in because I don't wear earrings enough.
We should get ours together.
Ear pierce? No.
Backstory to that. I got my ears pierced
All the horse people are laughing now.
long time ago. And Denise didn't like. I was in California a couple of days before she came. And she didn't like it in the picture, but when she got in person, she said,
I
not
didn't.
so bad.
No, but I did not like
you
it.
said not so bad.
Yeah.
Nice try.
It was better in person, but I still didn't like it. No, not doing that together.
What is your favorite color?
Oh, that's a toughie. Because I
What?
used to say green. I know, but I also could be told that it's gray.
Yeah, that's definitely your clothing option and your house color option.
I like
It's
gray. It's a perfect neutral.
Yeah.
But then I tend towards shades of green if I'm picking something.
But I'm looking at your wardrobe. I don't see much green over there.
No, I did just buy a new camo. I got some green camo sweater and then a new hunter green.
I'm pretty sure I have more camo than you do, that I wear twice a year for deer hunting season. Yeah. What is your favorite? This is how not horse person I am. Is it type of horse, breed of horse? I don't know. If, like dogs, is it breeds?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite breed?
Well, I grew up with quarter horses. So if I was going to go buy one right now, it'd probably be a quarter horse because that's what I know and I'm familiar with. And I do love and enjoy them. However, gypsy banners are absolutely beautiful. I think they sound really intriguing. And Xavier has a mini that I've kind of adopted. So I like a mini.
So you don't have a favorite?
No, I don't have a favorite.
That's the thing with Denise. She doesn't have one of anything. It's always, well, this, and then maybe that, and then, oh, yeah, and that.
Yeah, I like a lot of things.
But one husband, right?
Yes, one husband.
Let's see. What do you like to eat? Like, when this drops, I guess today, October 1st, it's your birthday. Mm-hmm. So, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Denise is the oldest one of us by a lot.
6 months.
Be 38.
Oh, thank you for putting that out
You're
there.
welcome. It's 38, 5'7".
Okay. Good talk.
Green eyes. Do you have any goals for the next
Wait, you were asking about food. And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
changed.
My bad.
Mexican food all day long. I love Mexican food.
All day long.
Yeah, lunch and supper. For
Now,
lunch,
what about
sometimes I
breakfast?
just eat chips and salsa
What about
at
breakfast?
home.
You get chorizo?
Yeah, I don't do that. No.
Yeah, well, then.
Egg sandwich. Okay, goals, what?
Your goals do you have a goal for the next year for your, like, personal goals, not business-wise? But for you.
Oh. Well, I'm taking riding lessons, horseback riding lessons. So I have some personal goals about jumping and how I want to improve my jumping in that area. I really, really want to do another Spartan race because that helps me with the physical goals as well. I have personal goals as it relates to being a mom and being a wife as well. Yeah, those are good. I'm not putting them all out there. Sorry.
Oh, I thought of this when you were talking earlier. So every time you're talking, I'm thinking about another question. If you can interview one person for your podcast, who would that be?
Oh, that's a good one. You know, Stacey Westfall is on my wish list. And I haven't reached out to her yet to invite her because I know she's insanely busy. But I think she's a super smart, obviously everybody knows she's a brilliant horsewoman. But on top of that, she has taken the time to study marketing and she does her own and she does a really great job. I've used her as an example in some of my case studies before. So I think it would be really cool to have her on the podcast. So maybe one day I'll get to.
Have you tried reaching out?
No, not yet.
Why not?
I know, right? Because
can't
I
have
know
her on
she's
if you don't
insanely
ask.
busy. I know.
Yep,
I know. Now I'm putting it out there into the world, so I'm going to have to go ask her.
Shout out to Stacy Westfall. I know you're listening.
Yeah.
Come on the podcast. She's ready. So, I mean, if you don't ask, they don't come, right?
Yep. It's true.
That's what I say. You know, with anything, if I don't ask, you don't get it. You know, for example,
You're going to keep going.
I asked myself, well, kind of you, I guess. I wanted a new car. And by me totaling my car in an accident, not totally my fault, I got a new car. So, you know, hey, you ask and you shall receive is what I'm going for. Okay. It might not be in the way you expected it, but... So, tell us about... Do you have any siblings? Where'd you grow up?
Yep, I have an older sister. She's 2.5 years older than me, and we grew up in a small town in southeast Missouri called Van Buren. Shout out to small town folks. Love it, because we were there kindergarten through high school, graduated, had the same friends for years and years.
I would die.
Loved that. This is coming from Mr. Los Angeles, of course.
Not Mr. Los Angeles, but I moved everywhere as well.
Yeah, that's true too. True too. So yeah, that's my background. Tight family, big family. My mom has a lot of brothers and sisters. My dad has 4 siblings, so lots of cousins on both sides, and I love it. I'm very grateful for the way I grew up.
What book are you reading right now?
Oh my!
I should say books.
Gosh, yeah, I read a few at a time. Golly, I've been making my way through Start With Why, which I know a lot of people will recognize, but I also, because I'm a learner, but I'm also I'm a marketing learner, but also I want to continue learning about horses and know my customer, so I read a lot of equine industry magazines and things like that too, all the time. Yeah.
All right, I think we're going to go into some spitfire questions.
Okay, then we're going to wrap it up.
Either or. Dog or cat?
Dog.
Horses or cows?
Horses.
Red or blue?
Blue.
Black or white?
White.
Sleeping in or getting up early?
This is where I say middle of the road.
No, you're not middle of the road.
Okay. Oh, if I was going to shoot, I sleep in. I'm not an early riser, but I'm not like an 11 o'clock sleep-in person. Like, you know, on a Saturday, if I slept until 9, minus kids, if I slept till 9, I'd be happy.
Okay. Tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Working out or staying in and watching TV?
Golly, well, I have to answer honestly. Obviously, my lifestyle right now. Actually, what happens is I don't work out, not because I'm watching TV, but because I'm playing with the kids. So I don't really choose TV over working out more than I choose the other stuff.
Favorite TV show?
Heartland. I love Friends, too. It's a tie.
Favorite movie?
Oh, I always loved Grease growing up, so that's always my first one. Because for years, Grease was my favorite movie. Right now, you know what I love is, I'm not gonna be able to think of it. That's how much I love it, right?
Fast and Furious?
Oh, I do like the Fast and Furious series. And, oh my gosh, with their best friends. And then they're at each other during the wedding. What's that called? I had you buy it for me.
Bridesmaids?
No. Okay, I don't remember. So obviously it's not my favorite. So skip that one. I thought you were going to
say, Christmas Vacation.
Oh, I like Christmas movies.
Why is that called Christmas Vacation when they don't go on vacation?
Yeah, keep going.
Rent a movie or go to the movie theater?
Rent. I'm cheap.
Let's see. Popcorn or nachos at a movie theater?
Oh, movie theater, popcorn.
Drive-in or movie theater?
Well, you're stuck on the movie theater. Apparently, you're wanting to go to the movies. Movie theater. Okay, this is the last one. I'm cutting it off.
Xavier or Gabriella. That's our kids'
Okay,
names.
that's ridiculous. And that's why I cut you off. Okay. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I just thought it would be super fun to jump on for you guys to get to meet Daniel and get to hear a little bit more about myself, I guess, because we are friends. I consider us friends. So now you know a little bit about me as your friend. So happy podcast anniversary to all of you who have been listening for the past year. I so appreciate it. And stay tuned because I have some more really great episodes and interviews coming up in the next few months as well. And as I said, Social Stride, my monthly coaching program, is open right now. We also have the free 5-day marketing challenge that is starting on Monday. And if you made it to the end of this bonus episode, then definitely you want to join me on Monday. Because obviously we're friends, right? So I'll see you Monday inside of the How to Market Your Horse Business Facebook group. You can go to stormlily.com/challenge to sign up, and then stormlily.com/social stride to join Social Stride, my monthly coaching program. All right.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm getting waved at.
If you want to hear more of me on the podcast, let us know.
Yeah. Send me an email, send me a message on Instagram.
Any questions you want me to ask Denise in any future, send them to Denise.
There you go. That's a good idea. All right. If you want a future one and you have questions, send them in. Okay. Thanks, friends. Have an awesome day.